Hello. So I'm here today to talk about Mormon by Muriel Emerson. Let's see. Mormons are a religious group that embrace concepts of Christianity, as well as revelations made by their founder, Joseph Smith. They primarily belong to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or LDS, which is headquartered in Salt Lake City, Utah, and has more than 16 million members worldwide. Another Mormon denomination, the Community of Christ, is centered in Independence, Missouri, and has about 250,000 members. The Mormon religion was officially founded in 1830 when the Book of Mormon was published. Today, the LDS Church is most prevalent in the United States, Latin America, Canada, Europe, the Philippines, Africa, and parts of Oceania. While Mormons embrace many Christian beliefs, they have their own distinct set of philosophies, values, and practices. So this is all about some of the Mormon beliefs. Mormons consider themselves Christians, but many Christians don't recognize Mormonism as an official denomination. Mormons believe in the crucifixion, resurrection, and divinity of Jesus Christ. Followers claim that God sent more prophets after Jesus' death. They say that the original church has been restored in modern times. Mormons embrace 4 different texts: the Christian Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. According to the LDS Church, Adam and Eve lived in Daviess County, Missouri, after being driven from the Garden of Eden. There were 3 levels of heaven: celestial, terrestrial, and telestial in Mormonism. Only those in the celestial kingdom will live in God's presence. Followers don't recognize the Christian concept of the Trinity, God existing in 3 persons. Instead, they believe the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost are 3 separate gods. The LDS Church considers Joseph Smith, who founded Mormonism, a prophet. Mormons follow a strict, healthy lifestyle that doesn't allow them to consume alcohol, tobacco, coffee, or tea. Family life, good deeds, respect for authority, and missionary work are important values in Mormonism. Family life, I'm going to read that. Mormons practice clothing rituals that include wearing special garments that have religious significance, known as the temple garment. The attire is worn by adult members who made sacred promises to God. Not all Mormon churches accept the label Mormon, because the term has at times been used in a derogatory manner, and it does not allow for a variety of beliefs that exist among churches that follow the Book of Mormon and the teachings of Joseph Smith. So I have something here about Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith Jr. was born in Vermont, December 23, 1805. When Smith was 14, he said he received a vision from God and Jesus that told him not to join any Christian denominational churches. 3 years later, Smith claimed that an angel named Moroni appeared to him. Moroni revealed that Smith had been selected to translate the Book of Mormon, a sacred text that was written around the 4th century and named after Moroni's father, Mormon. According to Moroni, the spiritual book contained information about the ancient people who inhabited the Americas. He revealed that the book was inscribed on gold plates near Palmyra, New York, which was close to where Smith lived at the time. Although the plates were first revealed to him on September 22, 1823, Smith said he was not allowed to retrieve them until September 1827. The Book of Mormon was translated and published in 1830. Smith also asserted that John the Baptist appeared to him while he was translating the Book of Mormon and instructed him to restore the church by preaching the true gospel. Okay, so Joseph Smith's murdered. After the Book of Mormon was published, Mormonism began to spread and grew rapidly. Smith set up Mormon communities in Missouri, Ohio, and Illinois. Smith was criticized and persecuted by many for teaching his new ideas. In February 1844, Smith and his brother were jailed on charges of treason. On June 27, 1844, both Smith and his brother were murdered in jail by an anti-Mormon mob in Carthage, Illinois. Brigham Young. After Smith died, the church divided. Many Mormons followed Brigham Young, who became Smith's successor. Young led a large group of persecuted Mormons from Illinois to search for religious freedom. In 1847, Young and the other pioneers reached Utah's Salt Lake Valley. Mormon westward during the expansion. During the 1850s, Young organized the migration of about 16,000 Mormons from Illinois to Utah. He founded Salt Lake City and became the first governor of the Utah Territory. Young was named the president of the church and kept this title until his death in 1877. Scholars believe Young significantly influenced the religious and political landscape of the American West. Mountain Meadows Massacre. Despite moving to a relatively isolated region in Utah, tensions between Mormons and other Americans continued. In September of 1857, a Mormon militia murdered about 120 people who were part of a wagon train from Arkansas. This event became known as the Mountain Meadows Massacre. The exact motive of the massacre is still debated today, and some records show that Mormon leaders attempted to cover up the attack. Scholars are also unsure who was directly responsible for the violence. Some have blamed Brigham Young, while others say the local leaders in southern Utah were at fault. The Book of Mormon. Mormons believe that the Book of Mormon confirms information found in the Holy Bible. The text gives an account for ancient prophets who lived in the Americas. It covers events that occurred from about 2500 BC to 400 AD. According to the book, some Jews came to America to avoid prosecution in Jerusalem. They divided into two groups who fought each other: the Nephites and the Lamanites. In 428 AD, the Nephites were defeated. The text says that the Lamanites are the same group that's known as the American Indians. According to the Book of Mormon, Jesus Christ appeared and preached to the Nephites in the Americas after his crucifixion. The book is divided into smaller books that read as narratives. The LDS Church states that there are 150 million copies of the Book of Mormon have been distributed as of 2011. The Mormon Church. Today, the LDS Church is headquartered in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's run by a prophet who also served as president of the church for life. The church's hierarchy consisted of the first president, presidents, and two counselors, the quorum of the 12 apostles, the first quorum of the 70, stake presidency, ward, bishopric. Individual members, children in the church, are typically baptized at 8 years of age. A young man 12 years of age or older can enter into a priesthood known as Aaronic priesthood, and those over 18 can enter into Melchizedek priesthood. Mormon polygamy. Although the LDS Church banned the practice of polygamy in 1890, Mormons have historically wed many wives. In recent years, the church acknowledged that Joseph Smith wed as many as 40 wives, and some as young as 14. Today, Mormons frown upon polygamy and choose to marry just one spouse. Still, a small number of fundamentalists who broke from the church continue to practice plural marriage. Mormonism Today. In recent years, Mormonism has crept its way into popular American culture. Mormon presidential candidate Mitt Romney brought the religion to the forefront of American politics in 2012. The well-known musical comedy The Book of Mormon was also brought attention to the religion, although it's caused mixed reaction within the Mormon community. According to a 2011 Pew Research poll, about 62% of Mormons say Americans are uninformed about their religion. Nearly half said that Mormons face a lot of discrimination. Mormonism is thought to be a fast-growing religion. Some experts believe that if present trends continue, there could be 265 million Mormons worldwide by 2080. While the relatively new faith is still working to define its place as a major world religion, it's likely to be a major world contender in the coming years. Because that's kind of the purpose of why I've been doing these videos, as far as trying to learn about the beliefs of the different religions, is so that I can learn how to better serve them when I become a case manager, and how I can help them and understand what those kind of people, what the different religions believe. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.